things that MC can do to kind of just dissuade from going into that late game stage.
Yeah, if I'm SoulKey, the big question I have is, how am I going to deal with early game force fields?
Yes.
Almost everywhere is blockable by 3 force fields. There's only maybe 2 or 3 spots on the map where you need more than that, and MC would be amazing at getting into those positions. Can SoulKey pull it back? Let's find out. Let's find out.
Yeah. We're finding out, Day9.
In the bottom right-hand corner, hailing from South Korea, it is none other than Wongjin star SoulKey! And up in the top left-hand position, for the past 3.5 years, he has been the boss toss, seemingly able to defeat any and all tournaments. SKMC! And you know, it's so funny because we always talk about, oh, the metagame this, metagame that, he's doing a non-standard style. MC has always done his own style and just won anyways. It doesn't matter who he's going against. Yes, I mean, remember in the first Heart of the Swarm tournament, MLG, slaughtered Bomber 3-0 with mass Oracle play.
MC has kind of redefined my opinion on a lot of all-ins. You know, you normally talk about theoretically correct or this should die to this, but MC in a lot of positions is able to win series that I feel like nobody should be winning. Like his micro is just that good. He's good at like these split call decision making, and that's what really makes him such a world-class player.
Yeah, I mean, it's just winning. That's what sets him apart. He always knows how to just go for the win.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's almost like, it's like a hump that you have to get over. A lot of people, I mean, hell, I talk about this on the daily all the time. I'm like, no, just look at what he's doing. You don't want to try to go for these big all-in wins on the ladder. It's so easy to get good at winning in this one game, but you'll hurt yourself in the long run. MC is never not at the top of his game. He doesn't miss probes, he doesn't miss pylons, he sees all these timing windows.
It's kind of like, it's so hard to train this style, right? Like what MC is doing, because you kind of have to prepare all your builds and continuously hone them, but at the same time, train your multitasking, train your just overall macro, your mechanics, and these are the things that really make me question how MC really trains, because it's truly so unique in the scene to have a player like this that's successful. Like he's the complete opposite of, let's say, a Pult, right? Where Pult is just, you drill the same thing over and over again and you're successful with it. MC, he does something different every single game, every time.
Well, it looks like MC is going to be opening up with the extremely standard Gateway Mothership core. It's a very nice defensive play on this map. Normally we'd like to call regular early expand more defensive because, well, you have a wall off and cannons and that sort of thing, but with this, you get the fortune of the very early warp gate, which can be extremely critical for a number of big all-ins that Zergle do.
I think 4-gate is the most common opening on this map after the Gateway expand because of the accessible third base, and also you need 3 buildings to actually block off that natural.
But now this is interesting. It's a sentry first. Normally we see a stalker first to try to push away overlords, to apply a little pressure to the Zerg and to get that front scouting, but I mean, with MC doing this sneaky little scout along the backside, do you think this implies that he wants to be doing a big gateway push early?
Not too early.
Do you think maybe these gateways indicates that he wants to do a gateway push?
Well, let's see if it's a third one. That's going to be the big
Oh,
factor.
wow.
And yes, it is 3-gate.
Is that a wall off on that backside?
I don't know where anything fits. Maybe on that top side?
Looks, and there it is.
Yeah. Wow. And that's only, I think Zergling, it is going to be Zergling tight with that sentry there. I don't think a Stalker can move out of there, though. Or at least it feels like that.
Well,
I might be wrong.
If there's one person who gets it, it's going to be MC.
It's MC, yeah.
Meanwhile, SoulKey going for the early Zergling speed. Normally we see an expand right around 6 minutes, which is right around now, but ooh! SoulKey is doing somewhat of a defensive play. He's going for the fast Zergling upgrades, and I love this style. We saw Scarlet use it to great effect in the WCS America, both in Season 2 and 3. We've seen Leenock use this to great success in the early DreamHacks this year. We haven't seen it for a little while. in the rest of Korea?
I think it's just an overall tough style to make work because you're going back to Infestors. Infestors were nerfed quite considerably in this matchup. I would say they don't do nearly as much damage as you really wanted them to do. And I think that against this style, MC is going the perfect response. I mean, getting this many sentries, what it does is says, okay, you have 1-1, it doesn't matter. You'll never be able to connect with my units. I have just too much of a ball. At least that's what he wants. He wants to get a large Stalker sentry count, but he is transitioning over to Forge Robotics. If he's able to move out into the middle of the map, his main priority is to deny the third base. If so, if you're able to keep it on very low economy, that ultra switch into mid-game just does not work at all.
Absolutely brutal, yeah. SoulKey is keeping really great tabs. Perfect scout timing, a little after 7:30. Actually, just closer to the 8-minute mark is when this scout timing is quite common. And again, we see more and more sentries stockpiling up.
And more importantly, SoulKey sees more sentries stockpiling up. That's a little bit scary. What do you do if you're in SoulKey's position to defend this?
It's got to be preparing for a spine crawler defense. And ooh, it looks like MC is sort of making his intentions known, beginning to walk his way forward. We see an early warp prism. That's the first thing that comes out of the Robo. Now this is a wild timing. Normally players will go expand Robo first and then the 4 gates to make sure that this arrives as fast as possible. But in MC's shoes, he's going to apply a ton of pressure at the front, which is an even stronger guarantee that he can get that force field at the ramp.
I like this. Oh, look at that. A robotics bay being placed directly after this. So he knows the composition of SoulKey, and he says, I'm just going to get the perfect units against all of these. A Zerglin counterattack swinging into the natural base, but there's a photon cannon and a zealot to prepare. And additional sentries are being placed. That's crazy.
Wow. That's so much gas being burned. Now, SoulKey is being extremely light on his defense, and this always impresses me so much. Zerglings at the back are monitoring the pace of this push in. He sees no Zerglings yet, or excuse me, he sees no probes yet, so he knows that there's not any warp-in threat coming, but he's missed the warp prism. Roach is being produced, more drones being produced.
Combination attack, he's going into the main base, trying to sentry force field off the ramp, and at the same time attacking into the third base. This is going to be an attack at the third first? No, the main's actually going in right now.
And there it is, MC with the tactics, and he gets the force field down. And this push, he can even Mothership Core recall it if he needs to, but the important thing is that the main will fall as long as MC does not lose his focus, and he is not going to lose it. This is the boss toss we're talking about. Spine crawlers attempted going down in the main base. SoulKey, though, keeps a sharp eye on that push.
This is great, but roaches are out here. That's going to complicate things, and currently MC needs to warp in more. Oh, 3 gateways morphing into warp gates. That'll make things a lot tougher.
The speed for roaches is not going to finish this game. More sentries in the main. A single sentry is going to be able to do the warp in, and there it goes down.
Beautiful. And MC now is mobilizing with his main army yet again. He gets the force field off just before that sentry dies, and it looks like that's going to stop things as there's too many roaches in the main.
What a stunning defense from SoulKey. He's got 1-1 done. He has 2-2 underway. He sees everything that's going on. Poor Overseer's going to lose his life, but not before he picked up some valuable intel for the swarm. Harvester count 44 to 49. That's the money number. A multiple of 22 means I'm done building workers. I'm all in, baby. Right. MC says if it works once, it'll work twice.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
And he's going to get it.
Oh, SoulKey, this is a painful moment.
Does he have force field?
He does have enough force field energy. He's just electing not to do it. Slow Queens, you're blocking everyone.
Okay, he's out. But the problem is, there's again the composition advantage. Think about how many sentries he has. He'll be able to force field for days. He has 2 Colossus out in the field, and he is mobilizing to attack the third base.
And don't forget, these are slow roaches, Andre. They do not have the speed upgrade.
We're going to find out. It's +2 Carapace, though. You can't underestimate the power of these upgrades. Zerglings will be able to tank a little bit better against the gateway units, but against the Colossus, we're going to have a huge problem out for SoulKey.
SoulKey's going to have to rely on that transfuse. I don't know if it'll be enough. Look at those force fields. Queens isolated on the right side. Spines try to join in. Beautiful, unbelievable time warps. SoulKey's holding strong. The transfuses are landing perfectly.
Oh my goodness.
We're seeing the Infestors pop out. They don't have the bonus energy. Not enough for a fungal growth. 118 to 85. Time and time again, MC shows his ability to do timing pushes, and SoulKey's defense is not enough.
He's got nothing. Colossus are still so healthy. SoulKey losing every unit. GG! MC takes it 2-0 in the series. A stunning performance by the Boss Toss.
Incredible display of skill. I mean, SoulKey is known for his just shattering Zerg versus Protoss. He has extremely high win percentages against the best of the best. SOS, who's an unorthodox player, is his practice partner. You'd think that